Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? Welcome to a very special episode of Flores Watch, the series that we have on this channel where we talk about Marcelo Flores, the 18-year-old Arsenal player that is eligible for Mexico. What a game, what a day for him. He's actually made his senior debut for the Mexican senior national team. Came on in the 83rd minute, only got about 10 minutes, which is the only disappointing thing really. Um, but yeah, absolutely massive for the kid. Obviously, he hasn't made his first team debut for Arsenal yet, which is unfortunate. But I don't think he's that far off it. He's absolutely killed it with Mexico though in the youth system. Obviously, played the Revelations Cup a couple of months back. Did really well there. Got the player of the tournament there as well. So I think he absolutely deserves to at least be called up in this friendly against Chile, which ended 2-2 by the way. Um, Yeah, and then ever since the Revelations Cup, Mexican Twitter has just been absolutely on fire for this kid. I mean, everyone seems to have woken up on the fact that this kid's a real prospect, a real gem, and absolutely, Mexico absolutely needs to tie him down because obviously he is eligible for Canada and England. Canada seems to be the only real country that's involved in obtaining him. Uh, Permanently. Um, so this was a big game. Obviously, playing a friendly is not going to capture him, but as everyone probably already knows now, I think Rizzo Vasquez and Carlos Justice and some other people have confirmed that although he's now because he's played for the Mexican national team, senior team, he can still play for Canada. He can still go to a camp for Canada, but if he I think if he has to play, if he wants to play for Canada, sorry, then he would have to make the one-time switch. So while the option is still available, he's not capped out to Mexico. It really makes it a lot more likely that he's going to choose Mexico now because if he wants to go to Canada now, he has to want it permanently. It forces him into making that one-time switch. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's what the situation is for him now, and I think for me personally, that's what I wanted to see from him in this game. Obviously, I wanted to see him get loads of minutes, and I wanted to see him give him a real chance to show what he can do. 10 minutes isn't enough by any means, but for me, it's getting him on the pitch. That's the main thing because now it heavily swings in Mexico's favor. Now it looks probably more likely that he's going to choose Mexico now because obviously like I said, if he wants to go Canada now, he has to want it so bad that he has to want it permanently, basically. I'm not sure if he can still go to a camp and not play. I'm pretty sure he can still do that, so he might still be able to get the Canada experience off the field at least. But yeah, like I said, if he wants to play for Canada now, he has to make the switch, and it forces him into a very tough decision that I think he's been putting off, and the family I think together have been putting off for him for quite a while because obviously they want to assess his options and make the right decision for him. But this is huge. I mean, no doubt about it. This is absolutely massive for him. It's massive for Mexico because he's made his senior debut now. And it's his only senior appearance in his career so far. He's not made an appearance for Arsenal's first team yet either. I don't think that's too far off. I can see him. I mean, I could see him going back to Arsenal and then going to the U23s. Yeah, although heart my heart says that, but my head says that he's gonna go back to the 18s and probably finish the season in the under 18s, where he's been killing it. I think he's a little bit too good for the under 18s now. Um, his goals and assists this season alone tell you that, and last year as well, even with the injury, got an injury like the end of last season. So yeah, absolutely massive for him, massive for the country. I mean, obviously Mexico wants to tie this player down. Obviously, we saw Ricardo Pepe going to the US. Don't want to see that happen to Marcelo Flores going to Canada. Um, it's absolutely massive. I'm absolutely buzzing because he's now the second player that Arsenal have ever had that has played for the Mexican national team, which is awesome. I want to flip that, and I want to be able to say that he's the second men's player to play for Arsenal's first team. Um, yeah, and seeing as his sister Silvana's the only Mexican woman to play for Arsenal's ladies first team. She had a friendly, a preseason friendly just before she went to Chelsea. Um, so for him to get the second spot after Carlos, this guy here, means a lot. Like I said, I've been aching for Arsenal to have a Mexican player for a while, and we're having one that's homegrown essentially. Obviously, he came from Ipswich, um, but he's been at Arsenal now for a good couple of years, 2.5 years now. Signed his first professional contract with Arsenal, got his first appearance with Arsenal. Um, and he's got his first training session. He's trained with Arsenal's first team a bunch of times. Probably, I would say probably at least 7 or 8 times. That we know of. Arteta's absolutely has watched him personally. I can guarantee that. So yeah, absolutely amazing for me personally. I'm sure for him as well. He can go back and say, look, I've played for an international um, first team, even if it's a friendly, and even though it was rotations and a lot of youth. I think somebody said that the average age was about 23, which is awesome. I think that was Cesar Hernandez that said that. Um, Absolutely amazing, and it's good to see that there is a lot of talent from Mexico. Um, but yeah, no, this is all about Flores, and I'm just happy. Hopefully, he goes back now. I'm pretty sure he makes the under 18 game at the weekend. I'm not quite sure who they play, but I'll probably do a Flores watch video if he plays that game. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. You only got 10 minutes over, which sucks. I mean, I don't know why Tata waited so long. I think you could have put him on 60th minute, maybe, given him a good 30 minutes, but it is what it is. I mean, for me personally, it's all about him getting on the pitch and swinging it more in Mexico's favour. And then it was how he's going to do. And he was on the pitch for like 2 minutes and got a free kick in a really dangerous area, which he took himself, which was a bit of a poor kick, but still, he did absolutely amazing to get that free kick. This is what we've been seeing with Arsenal all for the whole time I've been watching him, which has been about 2 years now. I've seen him play several times. Arsenal don't televise their U18 games, which sucks. They did a couple of times, and I've seen both games. And yeah, he likes to get the ball and just run with it. And it's difficult to get off the ball without fouling him, as we saw today in the few minutes that we saw him. So, but he was never really going to do too much in like 7 to 10 minutes. Especially when they equalised. But I was hoping that he scored the winner. That would have been a fairy tale debut. But no, I'm pretty sure he's buzzing for this, and I'm buzzing too. I'm gonna be buzzing for the next week at least. Because it swings in Mexico's favour now, and for me, it's incredibly, incredibly unlikely that he's going to decide to go to Canada. Could still happen. Something could happen behind the scenes that swings it in Canada's favour. It's still possible, and we have to keep that in our minds. But mate, he has to make that one permanent switch. Either way, for me, it's a large step in Mexico's favour. Um, and for me, it's the sign of his intent. He could have refused the call up. He could have even, I guess, refused to come on. Um, but he didn't. He played, knowing no, they must know that it makes it harder for him to go to Canada now. But he still chose to do that. For me, that speaks volumes. So, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to upload this video. I can't wait for you to see it because I'm just absolutely buzzing. I haven't slept since about 23 hours ago, so I'm really tired, but I'm still buzzing because it's absolutely amazing. Arsenal finally have a Mexican international in their team. Hopefully, he gets his first team debut soon, probably in a cup game. I reckon he probably won't. That probably won't happen till the beginning of next season, depending on how the end of the season goes. But you never know. We've got an FA Cup game against Nottingham Forest in January, so maybe he'll be on the bench for that. I'm hoping Arteta or somebody from Arsenal's coaching team and watching this game and watching him because they must think, okay, look, if he's playing for Mexico's national team and Mexico's national team is up there with the best, then he's more than capable of being in Arsenal's first team or in and around the subs, for these easy-ish cup games. But anyway, that's another episode to talk about that. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you thought about the game. What do you think about him, his performance when he came on? Are you happy that he came on? Are you happy that he played for Mexico and he seems to choose Mexico, or you're unhappy that he didn't get enough minutes. We'll talk about it in the comments. So, yes, Marcelo Flores got his international first team debut today, a few minutes ago. So that's awesome. So congratulations, Marcelo, and I'll see you guys next time for the next episode of Flores Watch. Adios.